What is up, guys? Again, NotTheWorst here, being another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for August 2nd. There's not a whole ton of stuff that is going on, but of the few things that are going on, they're pretty interesting, including the events. We do have this Sea Palace event that has been talked about since the Festa announcements that we had, and it's now live. So let's check that out first. You can ride the cool wave of the Sea Palace. So obviously there's a whole bunch of quests and stuff to do, contribution points, and they also give those coins, the Land of the Morning Light coins as well, to tie in with those as you're kind of getting through them. It does have special baby Vell spawns that come up that do indeed give you Vell bundles as well. So maybe get lucky and get yourself a little extra 16 billion silver racked up there. It's got a Black Spirits Adventure board available for it, as we've seen with like other holiday things. There's a Miss Mio and Mr. Turt who can run faster in the ocean betting event that occurs every hour, at the top of the hour, every hour between, well, that's UTC time, so I'm not exactly sure the conversion rate for those. Drifting along the bubbly bubbles, mini bubbles, I guess, are a thing. You're going to get these Sea Palace coins as you're completing these events, and those can be exchanged for various items like Advice of Alks 100 stack in there. There is, if you can see this little icon, there's a actual diving suit, bubbly diving suit that you can pick up through there, and some other rewards that they tie in. So pretty neat. If you're wondering how to get there, there's two different points you can get to. You have to just jump off a cliff. So there's one in Vell Coastal Cliff, right near where most people are usually farming there, just outside the city. Literally go to the cliff. This is the GIF image is actually of that spot there. Jump off of it into this whirlpool thing, and then you'll go in. If you don't hit the whirlpool like sort of directly, it won't actually teleport you, but you can literally just swim up to the whirlpool and enter it that way. It's like, it still takes you in. It's not like you actually have to jump off the cliff to trigger it. And then there's another one in the Wool Dual Straight Cliff. That's difficult for me to say. In the Land of the Morning Light. So whichever side that you're on, you can then enter it. Here's the location for Velia. Here's the location for the Wool Dual. I don't know, man. Whatever. I also got a coupon code to give you a 7-day diving suit set, so you can swim around. The place isn't actually swimming, so kind of whatever in that regard. But there you go. So that is it for the events, other than there are Twitch drops, again, refreshed for this week, so you can catch up on some more free stuff there to get tied in, tuning into your favorite streamer. And before we continue the other ones, speaking of your favorite streamer, I want to just mention that Pearl Abyss does have a sweet little sponsorship deal going on right now. If you're going to be purchasing pearls, or rather the A coin to purchase pearls, when you are at checkout, you will see an option to enter a content creator code. If you enter my code NTW, Pearl Abyss does hook me up with a percentage of that purchase, so it goes to me instead of them. So a great way to support the channel. If you were already going to purchase the pearls anyways, why not sling your boy a little tip instead of handing it all to Pearl Abyss? I do appreciate the support, and if you can't do that, or you're not on the non-Steam version, the client version, and you're unable to, it's all good, dude. Just throw a like or a comment, something, and you're on the same page with me. Moving on, class changes for it. Nothing drastic here. There's some new female hairstyles, 2 of those, and a new male class hairstyle as well. So if you're waiting on that, it's finally here. As is the leg cross social action that was added, has been approved for the female class. So it's BDO, guys. That's it's the updates we're looking for. Of course, we have another Old Mid Furniture Workshop that's been introduced, which just kind of continuously happens each week with a new one there. Then we have the refresh on pets that we were already expecting, although we already had this in action where all pets were looting at the same speed based on their tier, not their level. They now no longer have their levels at all. If you did have any pets that were tier 1 and were level 10 or below, they are no longer registered. They got refunded to you. They're in your Black Spirit safe. So look out for that. There's also a little letter in your mailbox that explains that as well. But just as it was before, since the July 5th update, everything loots at the top level. There's no longer any levels. It's just tiers now. We do have some central market price adjustments on quite a few things. Enhancement materials like memory fragments, hards and sharps, and those sorts of items have all been increased. We see the same for different ores, gems, and rough crystals, timber, plywood, planks, sap fruits, essences should be pretty handy. Traces, leather, and blood, elixirs, draft, perfumes, and potions, some cooking and processing materials, and the accessory reformation item cups, so the things that give you HP or crit damage, etc., bonus AP or DR, are now capped at 5 billion instead of 2 billion. So maybe some people will get orders filled on those and save you time grinding other spots in Kama-Elvia that you don't want to. If not, then keep on grinding those Fogans. Got to change to the icon of the Deboreka necklace. Is it just bluer in the background? I'm not 100% on exactly what the change was, but okay. And then also that the earrings are going to be changed as well, I assume, to make them all kind of similarly themed with this bluish background, kind of like the belt already has. So there's that. Then we get to monster updates, and essentially they don't necessarily address, they mention soft cap AP for this and functionally say that there's a reason for it, and the reason for it is so that different players with high gear levels aren't reaching even more optimal levels of grinding their specific zones. They're not changing anything with soft cap AP. They call it optimal AP, just so you know, if you hear that phrase turned around, they kind of quote soft cap, but then they've decided their terminology is optimal AP for zones, because I guess it's friendlier than soft cap, which is probably right from a marketing standpoint. Anyways, they talk about it. It's not changing. They say that there could potentially be some future changes or tweaks to AP caps as they monitor them. But what they are going to be doing, or at least working on, is implementing being able to view these within the actual game. As with most things, when players actually discover this types of data, like way back in the early Genesis times of this game, hidden AP is called hidden AP because it used to actually be hidden from you. You didn't know that there was a bonus AP effect on virtually anything, and you just saw very limited stats, so you had to guess these sorts of things. And thanks to the community and some key players in that, we were able to discover, also with some data mining that was done, these hidden AP stats. And then, of course, eventually we were just shown these instead of them being hidden mystical numbers. They didn't entirely hide that optimal AP existed. In fact, I can recall very specifically, they've talked about it several times, most recent one being when it was implemented for the Kama-Elvia zones. So it wasn't a matter of mystifying that there weren't optimal AP caps, but more so what the specifics are than were. And I'm sure, as most people know and can be viewed easily on Garmoth.com, we now know exactly what the AP caps are through player testing. So once we've collaborated all this data from the player base, they've decided, okay, we'll just show you in game because you already know anyways. So there's that. They're also talking about grind zones for restructuring the reward system in higher end to make it more appealing to grind higher end tier zones. An example that they're talking about is Origin of Dark Hunger being available to drop from some of the new places in the new region that's coming soon, TM. So there's that. As far as actual changes to current grind zones, not optimal AP or soft cap APs, they did adjust the loot to some Kama-Elvia zones and a few other as well. So we see a Miramok, Gyphonrasia Upper, and Gyphonrasia Under are all getting the Rumbling Earth Shard added as obtainable loot. And then for Underground specifically, they increased the Origin Stone, Cordala's Origin Stone, by 2. And then the Trace of Memory is now a 2 to 4 loot, so base loot at 2 as opposed to 1 to 2. So your modifiers on those for like loot scrolls is going to be fairly impactful. Example, if you're using a yellow scroll on that, then now you're actually going to get double when you get the 2 as opposed to getting a 1, and you're not actually getting double each time because out of the game rounds. So that's great. Elvia Calpheon and Elvia Serendia do get some boost to the ability to drop the distos from the bosses that spawn from the Dark Rift portals, as well as increase on their sealed black magic stones. And there were some trash increases on a few of the spots in general, not all of them. So this was specifically Giants, Rudums, Sonals, and then for the Serendia ones, Fogans, Nagas, Altar Imps, Castle Ruins, and Baragi Den all see some adjustments to their loot. The Valencia Part 2 quest update that they note is it's no longer part of the main quest. So that's no longer forced to do if you're just looking for the main quest. I'm sure a lot of people are rejoicing about that. Then we have a section for the Sea Palace, which we actually covered. They kind of go into the lore a bit and then how to get into it, which they actually also had on the event page. But if you missed it there, they go through it all over again in this page. So there's that. Group enhancement was also introduced, which we saw mentioned at the ball that was up recently. This doesn't increase your odds of anything, but it's just a fun way to fail together with your homies. If you get 5 people together to click your pen black star attempts all at once. But yo, this guy's going raw. Look at him. This one too. Y'all are crazy. Look at that. These guys are croned up, but these two homies are just like, we're doing it live, forget it. Anyways, you can do that and watch everybody fail together. Then there's going to be that one guy that did click it raw and he actually gets it, and then you can kick him from guild afterwards. So there's that. Let's move on into the Pearl Shot updates for this week. And although we don't have necessarily a brand new costume, we have a lot of the cool summer limited outfits or costumes that don't come around very often available. You can obtain these individually, or they do have a little bundle pack that's 25% off with it. So 49.50 pearls, and you can choose 3 of the following outfits. Keep in mind, some of these are limited in that they only come around certain times a year. Some of these have only been available once before. I'm not going to say which because I use it and everybody copies that. But you can select 3 of these. It can be 3 of the same ones as you want as well. That's the Termine, Cantable, Outlaws of Margoria, all 3 versions, Shellbell outfit, the Shellbell Shucked version, Mr. Muscles, and Conch Cherub outfit. All currently available. If you want to get them individually, it's 2,200 pearls for each of them. We have a premium outfit and artisan memory bundle for 15,860 pearls. Make sure you use code NTW when purchasing those pearls at checkout. Hook your boy up. It's got 6 premium outfit boxes, 100 artisan memories, a 10% discount coupon, 250 stacks, and 3 rare Cronstone bundles. We got equipment tailoring coupon bundle for 1,500 pearls. It's got that coupon, as well as your choice from Orin's Travelwear, Aeon Kiris, or Shroud Knight. This obviously goes with the couponing, and then the Black Spirit Claw piece. So it essentially gives you all of the pieces you need to set up the outfit costume crystal socket. Enhanced Blessing at Kama-Elvia's 1250 pearls. It's got that Blessing at Kama-Elvia, and then a bonus of 7-day with it, which is pretty interesting to see as a bonus. I don't think we've seen that before. And then 10 item drop scrolls as well. Inventory and weight sale are 20% off, as is just the weight category. We have the 400 weight limit available for 3,500 pearls. Got a couple sets with weight limit increase. One of them has the 50, 100, and 150 with some Finto juice to go with it. The other one's got the 200, 250, and 300 with even more Finto juice to go into it. We've got an Artisan Memory Pack, level 1 and 2, the one being 1685 pearls. It's 50 Artisans with an Enhancement Help Kit, a 50 stack, and a Blacksmith Secret Book. I think there's up to 300 or 500. That holds up to a 500 pearl stack these days. The level 2 pack's 2800 pearls. It's got 100 Artisans, 10% discount coupon function-wise, an Enhancement Help Kit, 2 of the Blacksmith Secret Books, and 2 50 stacks. Then the Daily Enhancement Pack is 270 pearls, which has 10 Artisans, 10 Cronstones, 10 Memory Fragments, and 2 item drop scrolls. Between all these bundles, just FYI, these aren't super amazing as far as cost per artisan or pearls per artisan. These are fairly high, actually, for bundles. Obviously, there's other things that add value to these. Your best bet's probably going to be the daily bundle if you can pick it up each day. But these being just from artisan standpoint, 27 pearls per artisan is not really amazing. The like amazing deals are when you can catch 20 pearls per artisan or lower. I do understand there's more value to that. So if Cronstones, Memory Fragments, and item drop scrolls are important to you, that's obviously a pretty solid one to go with. Oblivion outfit box is available. It's back around again. I think this is only 2nd time, but it could be the 3rd time that this has been available. Not 100% on that, but this is another one that's not always up for grabs. 2,200 pearls if you want to grab that. And then I actually like what they did with this. It's which class outfit this week. It's the 20% off 2720 pearls premium outfit, but rather than have one singular costume for it, you actually get to choose from a list. So potentially you could win more pre-orders on these. But this week for it, we've got the Warrior Trailblazer, Sork Lunar Halo, Ranger Maraud Star, and Berserker Winter Mountain sets that are all on those discount setups. Then we've got a Maid and Butler contract X10. If you need 10 Maids and Butlers, this is an okay purchase. It's 6,600 pearls, so it's 45% off. Notably, when you have the buy one, get one for it, so a lot of times they'll do buy 2, get 2. That's actually 50% off. So those are slightly better if you bought like 5 sets of those than this. But if you just want to do it in one giant transaction, there you go. You got 5% less of a discount. Daily Life Pack available, 120 pearls. It's got 5 energy tonics in there, some Loris tea, and a Book of Florin. We got a Daily Training Pack, similarly to that for the Training Bros. 305 pearls to get that. It's 50 Cronstones, 2 Mount XP scrolls, an Unbridled Celerity Draft, and then, of course, there's Aura Scroll. And then Thea's Orb is 20% off. You're still trying to get your Miraculous Cheer 5. Maybe now's the time to do it, 200 pearls. To grab those, and we have 10% off the family inventory and weight as well. So there you have it for this week's patch notes and Pearl Shop. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. Jump on over there, drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.